Hello and welcome, my beautiful Pisces, my fellow Pisces, my mermaids and mermen, and my sea sponges of the sea. This is our general daily vibe message from our guides for March the 8th, moving right forward into the weekend here. Make sure you check out your videos this week. All the weeklies are out there now for you beautiful Pisces, or if you're cross-watching another sign, they're there for you to view. Keep in mind also that on Sunday, Super Chat Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we generally, and Alice Angels and I, go out and give out messages. So be sure to come forward. If you have nothing better to do on a Sunday, come on and join us in the chat room and you could get an additional message. All right, let's see what we've got here. Starting off with our first card, we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Page of Cups. We've had the Page of Cups this week already, but we've got the Page of Cups again. That's okay. All right. So let's see what we have. The all over energy. We're moving into our oracle cards. The tea cup tarot. The tea leaf tarot, rather. Oracle, rather. Sorry. Okay, so we've got the parrot, and the parrot says someone will gossip about you and about your secrets. Well, you know what, Pisces? I always say if they're talking about us, they're leaving everybody else alone, and negative attention sometimes is better than none at all. But we don't really want to have that happen, right? That's just a saying. So Pisces, really, if we're careful about what and who we speak to, don't allow everybody into your circle of friendship, because not everybody's our best friend, especially at work, or if you are in the company of somebody who really has ulterior motives. We know birds are gossip. This is a card of gossip, right? Birds are constantly, chirping away and talking back and forth. But remember, talk's cheap. Okay, gossip's just ridiculous. And just be careful who you confide in and you share your intimate secrets with. It could be job, career related. It could be relationship related. Whatever it is, there's always going to be somebody who has nothing better to do with their time than to talk about other people. Or there could be somebody who's a little bit envious and green with envy from your success and how you're moving yourself forward. So Pisces, just be aware to be mindful of who you share your intimate secrets and who you take in as a confidant, okay? All right. Coming in next, we have the Eight of Cups. This is about us taking time, thinking about a move, but really taking ourselves to center and being balanced. We don't want to jump into anything too quickly, but we know we're going to be moving out of one phase and one situation into another. It's going to be a better move for us, but we are going to take our time. We're not going to rush. We're going to think about this very, very carefully before we make our move. But you could be leaving a very unfulfilling or disappointing or a situation that isn't really giving you the rewards and the return that you deserve for the work you've put into it. Take yourself to center, card of balance. Coming in next, we've got the grapes, and it says time to go and have some fun. Well, we don't have to say much more than that. Maybe, Pisces, you haven't been doing that. Maybe you have been working too hard. And now is the time for you to just have a little breather. Go out and have some fun. Now, the Two of Swords shows up. And this is a card of, being of two minds, having to make two choices or decisions, locking horns with somebody else. Remember, you might be having a little bit of a disagreement with somebody. Remember, not everybody's going to agree with us, but we can agree to disagree without having a dispute and a battle royale. But if there's some situation here that you really don't want to make, and it's a choice and a decision, but you have to do it, right? Don't procrastinate. Maybe what you need is a mediator, somebody to lay the cards in a fair and equitable manner on the table. So if there's both parties can have a look at what they have to gain and they have to lose. You will come to a conclusion here, and I think that it'll be a fair and concise one. It'll be an equitable decision and a choice. So try not to put something on the back burner today that needs to be dealt with, Pisces, okay? And then after you do it, wipe your hands clean and say, hey, I'm going to go out and have a good time. right? The target comes in. I like this. A goal-oriented person, okay? Aiming for a target, aiming to get that bullseye, and you're going to do it. But I think this could be discussing who you are, Pisces. You are a goal-oriented person. And when you focus on your dream, your passion, you are very creative, and you often will succeed and hit that target. But it takes work, due diligence, determination, and consistency. So don't be afraid to be determined to do that today. You've got the Hierophant coming in under that, and the Hierophant says you could be getting together with other people, joining other people, groups, organizations, teams, working together for the same goal. This is also the card of higher education. Maybe you're taking a course or a new form of study with an organization or a team of people that you're adding. It could be for pleasure. Maybe it's something like that, but it can also be tapping into higher self, spirituality, things to do with the church. Maybe there's going to be an activity at the church. Some of you might be getting involved in doing things maybe in a traditional way, okay, by the book, right? Some of you might say, no, I'm going to tip the status quo on its head. I'm not going to do things in a traditional way. I'm going to be my own pathfinder. I'm going to do my own thing. So, but I do think there is going to be some learning here. Okay, teaching and learning going on here today, where, I always say when one teaches, two learn. So listen up, my beautiful fellow Pisces. You might be dealing with a goal-oriented person who's going to guide you and mentor you and through a process here. Coach you. Now, coming in next, we have the Caterpillar, and it says, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Well, we know the caterpillar starts off, as one creature, and then goes into this cocoon and, emerges after the gestation period into this most glorious, free, beautiful creature we know as the butterfly. And so you could be going through a transition and transformation today. Changes, basically. Things you're going to do differently. Remember I said maybe you're upsetting the status quo, tipping it on its head and saying, I'm not going to do things by the book today. I'm not going to do things traditional. I'm going to do things different. Something that gets your creative juices flowing, because Pisces, you get bored if you're not creative. Coming in with this, you've got the Page of Cups. We had this page earlier this week in a reading. This could be somebody coming forward with their intentions on their sleeve. They may want to bring a friendship closer. They may want to bring a relationship, jumping from a friendship to a romantic relationship. They could be bringing you a beautiful idea of opportunity that is up to date. They're forward thinking. They're modern. They're young. They're youthful. And you might really be enthusiastic and enticed going towards that. So there could be somebody, like I say, that you're dealing with that looks younger, acts younger, is younger. And, we talked about the caterpillar here. Transformation. Something old becomes something new. Think about that. Okay, let's see what we have here, my beautiful Pisces, for your additional energy here. What do you need to see, know, and expect with this reading? So just be aware of gossip. I think it's time for you to, walk away from situations like that. Just don't get involved in it. Coming in, you've got the Seat of Power. You've got moving on, you've got let go of the past, and you've got slow down. This is a day to take control, okay? Be in charge. Don't be afraid to step up to the plate and make these decisions and choices that you need. Don't be afraid to change things up. Don't be afraid to accept something different in a relationship. You're moving on. Okay, this is about, being goal-oriented and moving on. Maybe you're moving on from some people who gossip about you in your circle and you're not going to connect with them anymore. You're letting go of the past in order to move forward here. We have to do that, right? We can't stay in the same place if we're not happy, right? Now, letting go of the past, allowing ourselves to go forward and feel the freedom of that. Don't hold on to the past. It's done. It's history. But you need to slow down, okay? Pisces, you might be moving too quickly. And as a Pisces, I certainly do. That's who I am. Everything you can just tell by the way I talk. Everything I do is quick. But that's okay, Pisces. But there comes a time where maybe you just have to slow down, okay? Make today that day. Put your feet up. Make your cup of tea. Enjoy yourself. Whatever it is, even if you just spend the day watching Netflix. It's time for you just to relax and slow down. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today, a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful one. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful fellow Pisces.